All right, we're talking Dunmore Lady Bucks soccer, and Matt DeVivo, the head coach, joining us. And Matt, let's talk a little bit about this season going pretty well.
Very well, very well. We're off to a hot start, but we're hoping to finish just as hot as we started.
Let's talk about the team this year and why you're playing so well.
We're playing so well because we have a lot of competition at practice. We had a class of 10 freshmen come in, and with all the senior leadership, and we have a lot of freshmen getting playing time, and so there's no roster spot saved for anyone when we first started. And I'm a first-year coach, so I wanted things to be intense, and I wanted the girls to earn their spots.
Let's talk a little bit about your coaching background, playing background, coaching background. Where do you come from, and talk about trying to be a spark this year for the Lady Bucks?
I was a 4-year player for Dunmore High School, a 2-year varsity player. Then I coached youth soccer for 6 years, and then I made the jump up to the big leagues.
What are you liking this year about the Lady Bucks overall, as far as you're getting great results, but talk about the day-to-day stuff with the girls and how they're responding.
It's going to sound cliche, but we take every day one game at a time. We don't ever overlook anyone. We always on to the next team, We try not to get too excited about being 11-0. We try not to get too down on ourselves for mistakes being made, and we try to correct that at practices. Our practices are normally pretty intense.
How about the approach overall? I mean, you find yourself to be more defensive. Can you score at will? How you find in some of your games?
Offense is definitely my weak point when I was coming in as a first-year head coach, so I made it a point to play as many offensive players as I can, and we have, I think, 50 goals in the season and 5 allowed, so we're doing pretty good on both sides of the ball, but I've really tried to focus on putting the ball in the back of the net.
Let's talk about a handful of girls this year that have really stepped up here in your first year for Dunmore.
Well, all 5 of my senior captains, great leadership on the field, and then all the way down to my 5 freshmen that get solid playing time for that start. One comes off the bench, so we have a lot of youth coming up, so I'm excited for next season.
Nice when you have leadership and you have youth, so you're kind of having the best of both worlds, so you're hoping this program is strong for years to come.
That's what it's looking like.
Well, Matt, we appreciate you coming to Arcaro Genell here in the pizza capital of the world, and best of luck as the playoffs approach.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, we're with Summer Czekaj from the Dunmore Lady Bucks soccer team, and Summer, for you, let's talk about the fun first you're having. When you win a lot, I guess there's a lot of fun. So, how much fun are you having with the Lady Bucks?
It's a really good feeling to win. Being with the Lady Bucks is so much fun. You know, we're very lucky. We have 2 very good coaches, to work with, and we're lucky because a lot of the girls get along with each other. A lot of girls, they're high schoolers, they don't get along with each other, but we're lucky. Everyone works well with each other on and off the field. We have our ups and downs, but we get through it all.
A lot of that depends on leadership, and
yes,
you were one of the leaders this year. Let's talk about this group of seniors that have kind of taken on that role and said, okay, how are we going to lead this group? I don't know how you're doing it, but somehow you're doing it.
We're getting through it. We've always been together since, freshman year, the 5 of us. We've always been together, we've played together. We really stepped up this year. It's hard. We're playing bigger teams, harder teams, trying to get into the playoff sets. Our mindsets are good. We carry the team pretty well. We're good. One
of the things Coach said, he said, I'm a little weak on the offensive thinking maybe for himself. Talk about how you've adapted to the coaching style, what you're trying to do to win games.
Yeah, we have a very strong defense. We've always been a defensive team. What we've been trying to do is, we drop a forward down, looking for like someone to get the fast breaks, and we're looking for the outside wings. And we've been trying to, look for the fast breaks. That seemed to be working for us. Now we're trying to move things in the midfield and work around there, and we're mostly just going for the fast breaks. That seems to be winning for us.
Young players are stepping up, and there's good things to come at Dunmore for years to come, Coach said.
Definitely.
Talk about some of these younger players that you see.
We have Ione Fetsko coming up as a freshman. We have Fiona Jordan stepping up in the defense, and to be honest, without them, I don't know if we'd win half the games we have been. So we were very lucky. Last year we lost a lot with seniors. We lost, I think, 11 seniors. But the freshmen that came up, I am so proud of them. They have stepped up more than I could ever even think of. So very happy with the way they play.
Speaking of happy, let's talk about you and your family and them coming out to support you and helping you out in the classroom, and it all seems to go hand in hand.
My family is so supportive. You can catch them at any game, anywhere, anytime. You always see them in the stands. They're very loud, very involved with the team. They love the seniors because I said we've been together for, whatever, and they support me no matter what I do, and the team.
A lot of pride in Dunmore, whether it's football, band, volleyball, soccer, and people take their academics pretty seriously as well. Would you want it any other way than to be a Dunmore Lady Buck?
Absolutely not. I love being a Lady Buck. I'm proud to wear the name Lady Buck. It's good.
Future endeavors for you. Let's talk about next year.
Next year, I definitely plan to go to college. I'm looking at Kutztown in the nursing program. I think that's for me. I don't know about the soccer future for me, but maybe a club team because I do love the sport.
Well, so good for you to come out to Arcaro Genell. Great to see you and continued success.
Thank you.
We're with Grace Nolan here at Arcaro Genell, the pizza capital of the world. Grace, first up, you play with a twin sister, you play with a younger sister. That's got to be so thrilling for you.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're all on the same team. We've been playing since we were little kids, and it's just great all having us on the same team.
Talk about your family, what they think about it. Hey, going to one game, that's probably a big relief for them.
Yeah, it's so much easier. I have, my dad is probably the loudest person in the stands every single time, and he actually gets mixed up a couple of times with all the names being on the field at the same time.
How about the bonding with you and your teammates this year, and when you have so much success, that feels pretty good too?
Yeah, the success is great. I mean, we've been together since rec league when we were younger. This is probably the first year where I've had experience with probably most of the members on the team.
How do you feel your team is this year? Let's talk a little bit about, theme seems to be a little more defensive than offensive, but how do you see it?
Well, I mean, we've had a different formation with having different coaches. We've had different formations and different ways that we approach things, but I feel like because of chemistry, we all just work together a lot, and both offensively and defensively, I think we're pretty solid.
How do you contribute to the team? Talk about your role.
Well, I'm sort of a swing player recently since Emily Pavlowski got out with a concussion, who plays defense. I've been playing a little defense. I've been playing a little midfield, sort of like a little swing player. But I think that my contribution is basically just seeing the team, and as a captain, sort of telling the players, where to go, where to be, that sort of thing.
Future endeavors for you. Talk about next year, 2017. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking to be a math secondary education teacher. Looking that there's generations of teachers in my family, so sort of just a little extra on that.
That's good. Continuing the tradition there in the Nolan family. And how about being with your sister next year? Have you two talked about that?
Yeah, we have. And this is a question we get a sort of a lot, being twins going to different schools. We don't think, because we have really different future endeavors. Like, I want to be a teacher, she wants to do something in the medical field. So unless the college has something we both really want to do, there's probably no hope of us going to the same school.
It's okay. You're going to, I'm sure, soak up the rest of this year with your sisters.
Yes.
And continued success there at Dunmore.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move along to Kathleen Cor from the Dunmore Lady Buck Soccer Team. And Kathleen, tell us about your position on the field and how you contribute to your team.
I play right wing, and I contribute to the team by making all of the runs that go down the field. Like, my sister's on the other side, and so we make a lot of the runs and then play it up to the forwards, and hopefully they score.
We Are Family seems to be the theme with Dunmore. You got twin sisters, another sister, you got you and your sister. How many family members are on this team?
There are 4 cores, and we all start most of the time. And I think growing up, we've played rec together, so that really helps how we play together, and that's been really beneficial to the team.
The friendship part is so easy. I guess everything else comes pretty natural for the soccer part too. As you said, you played with each other for so long. Did you see this coming for a while, saying that we're probably going to have some success down the road?
Since freshman year, actually, like, all of us that have relatives on the team have been saying how our senior year we're going to have all of these relatives and people we've been playing with for years, and we were really pumped for it.
How do you see this year's team with some of the young talent coming in and some of the veteran leadership, and overall it seems like just a well-balanced team?
Yeah, I think it helps that we know the freshmen really well, and so we don't really have that many problems on the team. and we all get along really well, and I'm really impressed by the freshmen this year.
Kathleen, let's talk about your future, what you're thinking about doing when 2017 rolls around in June and you graduate. What's the next step for you?
I plan on majoring in biology, and I'm looking to go to Bloomsburg.
And one of your other friends looking to head to Kutztown, so two very good schools at that next level. How about the studies that you're doing now at Dunmore? Talk about some of the classes you take and some interests you have.
I'm taking a few science courses and AP mathematics, and I'm trying to push myself to take more difficult classes this year because that's kind of how I'm planning on doing in college.
And as far as your family getting out to support you, whether it's at a game,
Yeah.
in the classroom, in your community, talk about them and what they try to do to inspire you.
Yeah, they're always at our games. Being that there's 4 of us on the team, you'll see a lot of Cors in the stands.
Well, it's great to hear that it's such a family event at some of these Dunmore Lady Buck soccer games this year, and we wish you the best through the whole month of October.
Thank you.
Kathleen Cor from the Dunmore Lady Buck soccer team here at Arcaro Genell. All right, we're with Emily Pavlowski from the Dunmore Lady Buck soccer team, and Emily, a lot of success this year. Let's talk about what you're seeing. Pretend you're kind of the coach on the field. What are you seeing out of this Lady Bucks team?
I'm seeing everybody step up their game. We played with each other through the winter season this year, and we really got used to each other, and we're all playing as a family now.
A lot of success in a lot of sports at Dunmore. We usually see the football program's pretty good, the volleyball program's pretty good, the basketball program's pretty good. Softball, I mean, you go right down the list. What is it about this soccer team? And again, you said a lot of playing with each other, knowing each other for many years, but there's some younger players this year stepping up too.
Yeah, we have a new defender in the back, Mia Chero. She's very good. She played DGR with us when we were younger, and we have Fiona Jordan in front of me. She played defensive mid, and she's really stepping up her game and making sure there's no balls coming back to us.
Let's talk about your keeper this year. Inexperienced or somebody who has some experience?
She has experience. She played travel over the years, and she was actually my keeper since we were younger. We really trust her back there. Elizabeth Nolan.
Okay. I gotta make sure I don't use it. Okay, let's talk about your future endeavors. What's next for you?
I don't think I'm playing soccer in college, but I'm planning on going to either the University of Pittsburgh or Temple to study biology and be an orthodontist later.
And where did you get that interest from?
I don't know. Ever since I was little, that was always my dream to do.
Emily, you talk about the bonding on the team, and you got to know each other a little bit off the field to know each other on the field. Tell us about some things you do, try to get together and grow a little bit as a family.
Yeah, Dunmore's a really small town, so we're all very close, and we had team dinners over the years, and we're on other teams together. Track, we're all together, and other sports.
A lot of sisterly love this year. Talk about all the sisters on this year's team. It's probably great for the parents.
Yeah, we have 4 Cors on the team, 2 Nolans, they're twins, and then, they have a little sister too on the team, and then my sister Megan, she plays JV. There's a lot of them.
How about Coach? What has he tried to do here in his first year to try to make sure he's doing everything he can to have success? And it seems like it's working. You're having success.
Yeah, he really stepped up his game and put us all together. We've practiced over the winter with them, and this year we put everybody together and tried to make it work.
Well, you're making it work. Emily
Yeah.
Pavlowski from the Dunmore Lady Buck soccer team here at Arcaro Genell. All right, we're with Elizabeth Nolan from the Dunmore Lady Buck soccer team. And Elizabeth, first up, you got a twin sister, you got a younger sister. What are the differences between you and your sisters out there on the soccer field?
You know, we're all different. We're all different players. We all bring a different thing to the team. Like, I'm a goalkeeper, so I stay in the back. And Caroline and Grace, they float in the midfield a lot, so they know more about the field stuff. But when we come together, it just makes one forward team, and that's how it works together.
You kind of have your own separate team. You have defenders in front of you, and you're kind of one unit. Talk about that defense that's right in front of you.
Yeah, I guess the way I want to say it is that I like to be the leader of the defense more so, because I'm the one that can see the entire field. I'm the one that knows where the other players are, where they're coming through, so I've really got to be vocal, and I am very vocal on the field, to tell my defenders that you have to back up, you have to come in covered, you have to make do what you got. So
How much fun are you having this year with this team? I mean, a lot of wins. That always feels good, but at the same time, you always want to have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. This year has been amazing. Like, we've gone from freshman year from winning maybe 2 games to being undefeated this year. 11-0, and it's just been a great ride all through. It's just the team is great. Seriously, the chemistry, it's like unbelievable how much we blend and how much we get along, and it's great.
As much as you're soaking it up, how about your family? I'm sure they're soaking it up saying, wow, I got 3 daughters on a team playing. That's got to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. For once they can come to one game to see all of us play at the same time. They don't have to worry about going 10 different places. And it's really good because they like to see us win now, because obviously they've been with us my 4 years, and to see us finally winning, that's a great feeling.
You talk about 2017 for you. Talk about what you're thinking about doing, what your interests are.
Well, I'm looking into the physician assistant major. So I'm looking at like Philadelphia University because they have a great program. So I'm hoping to get into there.
And some other activities you're involved with at Dunmore. You don't just do soccer. Tell us what else you do.
I'm in the jazz band. I'm a manager for the marching band. I'm also in chorus and show choir. So I kind of in a little bit of everything there.
And the interest that you have in that, is that something that started young? Any family members ever get into that?
I don't know what actually started that. I mean, since we were in because our course starts in 5th grade, and it's in the elementary center. So it was just a great experience because everyone just kind of got together and had so much fun. So I guess that's what really started me wanting to get into the music.
Elizabeth, you talk about overall your experience as a Dunmore Lady Buck, being a student, being an athlete, being involved in these activities. Second to none as far as you can consider it?
Yeah, it's incredible. Everything, even the student, Dunmore High School is great. Being a student there, great, academics and even athletics. It's really good coming out. We had a great student section at the Lakeland game, and it was great to see all those people out there, especially supporting a girls soccer team.
Well, Elizabeth, continued success for you and your teammates and your sisters, and of course the best of luck to you in 2017.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Nolan from the Dunmore Lady Buck soccer team here at Arcaro Genell, the pizza capital of the world.